it was a secretary saying, "Hold for John Laurinaitis." You got a call from John Laurinaitis. He's like, "What's one of my talents doing at TNA?" And then I went back.
My take on it is this, though, because I feel like if they were going to do this, now I don't know all the details, but if they were going to do it, because it was a taped show, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that it was live when they showed you on there.
I want to say that they were running live, but they were about a minute difference on that at that time.
Okay. So I mean, they made the conscious decision anyways to put you on there. At no point did anyone from TNA come up to you and say, "Hey, can we, maybe cut to you? Can we put this kind of a name bar?"
No. Jeff Jarrett just put me on there, and they pulled up what name they could find on the internet, who I was. And I've talked to Jeff Jarrett about it. And at that time, like I say, I was in a really shitty spot mentally, not wanting to be there. And, it still took 6 months to get fired from there. So I had to sit around. I had to hang out for another 6 months and do the job every week on dark matches.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, just to me, I feel like someone should have given you some kind of an Iggy there, some kind of a heads up of, hey, we're going to do this. And even if, I get that you agree with it now and in hindsight and whatnot, but at the same time, they're tampering with somebody's livelihood doing that.
But technically, I should have never been there because I was stupid. You got it. We can look at it any way we want, but the real blame is me. Because I was in a bad spot and I didn't want to be in WWE, and you're going to have repercussions when you do something that, at that time, it's almost like it was immature, but at the same time I was lashing out. I'm not the type of person that's confrontational. I don't like to get in fights with people, but when your back's to the wall and you're treated like a piece of shit, I'm kind of getting a little emotional here, but when I've been in other relationships where you're a nice guy and nice guys finish last, and people start to take advantage of you. And when you get your back to the wall, you lash out and do anything you can to say, F you, this is over. We're done. I'm done being your bitch. Technically.
Right. Hey, man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Was there any backlash when you went back to WWE? Like, did somebody pull you aside, or?
John Laurinaitis had called me within a minute after I walked out of the building and said, I got a phone call, and it was a secretary saying, "Hold for John Laurinaitis." You got a call from John Laurinaitis. He's like, "What's one of my talents doing at TNA?" And then I went, and because I'm man enough to be able to face my own bullshit, I walked right back into the WrestleMania hotel, and I faced it like a man from everybody that wanted to give me shit.
Oh yeah.
Undertaker tore a strip off me.
Oh wow.
Fit Finley tore a strip off me, and at that time I didn't really care, because what happened at WWE was not what I thought was going to happen. I thought it was going to be, and when you look at it, you create your own destiny, you guide your own ship. I obviously didn't guide my ship the right way. I didn't, but when you do your work and you're man enough to look at it all, it wasn't WWE that did me wrong. I did WWE wrong. I didn't do them wrong. I did myself wrong, because I didn't do anything to keep myself there. Didn't do anything to steer my ship. You have to be in the pocket, telling ideas constantly. I never had that. I have a wrestling ability. I'm a good wrestler, but I've never really been the storyteller. Want to get into the storyline shit, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Yeah. No, but the good thing is, is that you can impart those lessons on the next generation, on people like me who, will actually hear this and be able to learn from this. And if ever I'm in a situation, this is great advice. And I hope the same for anyone who's listening to this, any wrestlers or aspiring wrestlers, that you can learn these lessons and, already have this in your back pocket for when the time comes and you're in that situation and know how to handle it.
Robbie. Thanks for having me.